God, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Mike 58, right there. He's tired of 21. Go!
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
To throw again on second down, Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it.
And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Alpha. Mike, check, 59.
Looking to throw. Monroe. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be taken at the 10. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3-and-out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Monroe. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Check nickel. Slant. Shoot.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. No score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Monroe. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. On 1st down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. To throw is Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Monroe. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Monroe.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time.
And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On 1st down, Freeman able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That's it, baby. He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, 59, ready. Check 24, check 24. 22, wait. Hey, 59, ready. Check. 11.
Wide, get wide. He's coming.
11. Hey, echo.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 25.
Hey, here we go. Mike's
From the gun, it's Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would.
And Kamara has it stripped, and the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Good job, D. Good job.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Gets this one to Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Looking to throw. Monroe, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 64 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10.
Hey, Zoo. Get it.
Back to throw. Monroe looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, but it'll be second down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game.
The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Falcons push further out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now this throw caught left side, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Hey, I-7. Now.
Looking to throw. Monroe. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Back to throw. Monroe. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On the ground, this is Kamara going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47.